Welcome back, fellow top drivers. MyTyme here, and in today's video we are going to look at something called event farming. Okay, and I can actually show you this. I've been waiting to show you the other day, but I kind of messed it up because I wasn't on as much, but I can show you what I mean now. Now, I have kind of done this on the daily events before, and people can see we have the ultra rare event up car 54 and rank 275. Now, this isn't all from farming, to be fair. This is just an event that I'm missing a few cars to be actually competitive in. And then we've got the SCG 003S finals where I'm ranked 443. But we will come back to that in a moment. I will show you on this TBT 4-wheel frenzy kind of what I have been doing. So here, this event lasted 2 days and I have 20 defeats and 25 victories. So what essentially I was doing is I was coming in here and I was throwing in a weak Germans 1990s team. So I would come in, throw in a load of uncommons, and I would lose. Okay, so the idea would be lose my 5 tickets, drop down, then play 5 tickets, move up, lose 5 tickets, drop down, play 5 tickets, move up. So that's the theory behind it, with the idea being that when you're near the bottom, you're going to come against easier opposition, and when you're up against easier opposition, you have a better chance of winning and getting 3 stars. So the basic maths would work out like, so give me 1 second while I just try and think what I'm actually going to do here. Yeah, so the basic maths is I would play 5 matches and I get no picks off the prize board, and then hopefully I would play 5 matches and get 15 picks. So for every 10 tickets I'm going to end up with 15 prizes. Okay, that's the idea, rather than, as you have just seen now, for example, playing a match, losing, playing a match, winning, and when I win I might get, say, 1 ticket. Let's just see if we can find something else. Let's just play this. So you back and forth for your first 5 tickets, and let's say you get, say you win 3 of your matches. Okay, so you're going to win 3 matches, which is going to equate to 3 matches each, say 2 1 stars, 1 2 stars. So you can get 4 prizes off the prize board. Then when your next 5 tickets refresh, you're going to do the same again. Say you win 3 matches, you get 1 3 star, 2 1 stars, so you get 5 picks off the board. Yeah, let's just say that's what you've done. So in the course of your 10 matches, you've only gone and got 9 prizes. Now, yes, it's maybe slightly unrealistic to say that you're definitely going to get you're definitely going to win all your 3 matches when you're down the bottom 3 star, but even if you got a few 2 star, you're still going to be getting probably at least 12 or 13 picks from those 10 races, rather than say the 8 or 9 you get by competing with people who have similar decks to you or that you can't beat on a regular basis. So the idea is, in the long run throughout the event, if you do that, say 40 times, okay, say you do it 40 times, you're going to end up clearing that prize board fully by farming more than you're going to, and a whole extra time by farming than you're going to clear it by just playing your matches, you know, and trying to compete, hustle around for 50th or so, wherever it is you're going to finish up. See here, so I've done 3 races and I've ended up with 2 prizes from those 3 races. I can't even collect 2 prizes because my board was finished. So you do that, and then you come down to the last, for example, portion of the event, and then you can start to push forward. So a lot of people, for example, in these 2-day events will do the farming technique for the first day or so, and then especially if they've got a team where they can, say, get in the top 30, get an aluminium because you've got a chance of getting an ultra rare card in there. If they know that they can get top 30, they will then start to just play their events and move up. They won't worry so much about getting board clears, they'll just worry about beating the opponents, and they'll push themselves up into a position where they will be in the top 30. If we look now, it's probably not going to be too hard to get top 30. You're only looking at, you're looking at 26, 28 points at the moment, and to get into the top 10, not a huge amount more, 43. So for anybody in a situation like me who has a good deck, much better than mine, who can do well in an event, can easily push himself up and still get top 10 or at least top 30. So that is a good way to increase your resources, and I've decided You know what, I will do it in these 2 events as well. The ultra rare event, I will come in and show you less than 54 RQ. Unfortunately, at 909, my team is not good enough. Now there are some good prizes up for grabs. Okay, we do have a carbon fiber rank 1 to 10. If I could get rank 1 to 10, I would, but I'll come in and show you now. I am missing a lot of key cars. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm working with now. I have played it a bit. I have found probably the best kind of team I can come up with at the moment is something along the lines of this. I was using the Dodge Challenger as well, because you do need to have some medium ground clearance. So this was kind of medium ground clearance, and this was drag if needed. This isn't the best drag car, so part of me is also thinking, you know, maybe throwing the mirror instead for the drag, but I think there's only one drag track, I can't remember. Anyway, so I was looking at something like this, guys, about as good as I can get without working on other cars, and it was proving difficult. So I decided to try and farm this as well. Idea being that will happily take what's the best way to put it? Oh yeah, I've got to do it this way, haven't I? Yeah, I will happily take a defeats route, work my way down the ranks, and then hopefully be able to work my way back up. But in an event like this, where lots of people can have medium RQ ultra rare cars, or in fact, you know, some of them will be using some of the high-end super rare cars, like here, you see, it's going to be difficult even when you drop down the ranks to come up against people who you can beat. And I've got the same example here. Very difficult for me to be able to consistently win and farm. So this isn't an example of the event where you're going to be able to farm really easily, even if you're down towards, or maybe if you're down near like 400 or 500, it might be easier. But if you're finding yourself dropping down to the 300, 250s, it's going to be very difficult to 3-star and clear your boards. This event does seem to be a bit trickier, but we can come across to the Italian Tour, and I can show you here, okay, 8 and 9. It might not look too bad, but just see where I'm at the moment. Okay, so we've got over 2 days to go, so I'm down here minus 48. If we come up to the top 80, and the reason why I'm saying the top 80 is because that's where we're looking at carbon fiber, but we've got no chance of the Scudero. Okay, now I wouldn't be implementing this strategy if I could get rank 1 to 10. If I thought I could get there, I would be pushing for that from the off. Okay, I wouldn't be giving away tickets for anyone. I'd be trying to win every match. If I thought I could definitely get rank 11 to 40 as well, I would probably do so in this event, because I can get that epic and the carbon fiber, which I think is more valuable than the extra board clearances I'll get over the 3 days. Definitely getting that epic. But if I can only see myself getting rank 41 to 80, I don't mind spending a load of time farming as long as I can make that rank 80. If you ever look quickly, well, it's not going to be quick, so I've got to scroll the way up, but you're going to get an idea in a minute that although I look like I've had a bad start, 5 victories will propel me 16 points. What's that? It's going to be about, I'm going to get about 50 and 80 odd points or so. So I will suddenly jump right up. And at the moment, 80 for 65 points. So if I add my 80 odd points here, I'm going to be plus 32. I'm only then going to be 30 odd points away. Another 5 tickets and I'll be around that top 80. So it's not going to be hard for me to get there if my team is good enough, and as long as I'm pretty sure that my team is good enough to do so, I can wait until there's a day left in this event and then just start to push myself up. So what I was doing is just coming in, for example, throwing out 5 cars. Now obviously I'm not going to do this the whole 5, because then I'd have to use tickets to do it, but I'd do that, drop down, then come and use my 5 matches and use my best cars with the idea of winning every single match 3-star. So I can bring in the Lamborghini, I can bring in the Gallardo, I can bring in the Grand Cabrio, I can bring in the Birdcage, and bring in the Diablo as well. Now I am working on this Grand Cabrio. I don't really know why, because I'm not going to be using it in this event, but I do feel it's still one of the better Italian ultra rares, and it might come in handy for securing that top 80 position when we get to the last day. So let me see, we don't need no one of you, we don't want you Alpine, and we don't want you either. What do I want less at the moment? You. Okay, done. So I'm going to build this still, and this is kind of thing. I'm not working on the Diablo at the moment because it's not going to help me. I'm not working on the Murcielago. Yes, I know I could put the upgrades into it, but it's not going to make a difference to my hand at the moment. It's not going to get me from tier 3 into tier 2, so there is no point. However, when I come here, I see myself against people that I can now 3-star consistently, and I do know that by having a maxed out epic, couple maxed out, or will be 3 maxed out ultra rares, and I could potentially work on a legendary, or could even work on another epic, I do have a good chance of getting into tier 3 and remaining there. So this now literally just becomes a case of putting cars in wherever, because every track is asphalt. Every track, I mean, I did work out a breakdown of tracks, so if you do want to know, there are three of the 4 tracks have a hairpin course in them, and 3 of the 4 track sets also have a twisty circuit in them. So twisty circuits and hairpins, 0 to 60 is what you really need. For the hairpin twisty circuit, you bring in the handling. They're going to be the main 2 important factors. There's also 2 circuits with a mountain slalom and 1 with a regular slalom, so you could say there's a slalom in 3 of the 4 track sets. And the only thing you want to kind of think about in slalom and stuff is the traction control. That's going to be more important if there's a dirt one, and none of these have dirt, it's all asphalt. So as you can see here, this is now what I do. Come in, find these people that lovely. See, people who maybe don't have enough cars, but they just want to play a few matches and get the prize, because they can get themselves a guaranteed super rare and say a premium pack or something out of it. So you know, you don't blame these people for doing it like this. This is the way to do it. This literally is how you do this event if you've not got the cars for it. Just play a couple of races, make sure you get yourself on the leaderboard, make sure you just get yourself a free pack, some resources, and then someone like myself, I'll drop myself down, and then playing these kind of people are going to be board clearances, as we've seen. Nice 3 results. Last one, I'll clear the board here, and then I can make a decision. Now I'm just going to start to get to some slightly better people, as you can see, but obviously not maxed out cars. This is why they are further down. Not maxed out either. So why they're further down? People that I should still be able to 3-star against. So let's just come out and finish this off. And this is my plan for the next day and a bit. Now obviously there's going to come a time where I do want to move up the ranks to get to that top 80. Now we can see here the ranking is kind of unimportant to an extent. It's the points, because it doesn't matter how many people between us at the moment, it's just point wise. I've only done those 3 races, so I'm now at what, minus 20 rather than minus whatever I was. I can't remember what it was, minus 20. I don't know, I've got to get up to around, what was it, 60, was it 65 or something, or 80, I can't even remember. So, but you get the drift. I have another ticket in a minute, and I could now work my way up, and then I can drop myself back down. I can just take a look, throw myself in for a few defeats, come through farm, and then eventually put myself in a position to get that top 80. Now that top 80 is irrelevant at the moment, because see how many people within 20 points. I've already gone through 100 people. So it's only 2 victories for me to jump up 100 places. So you don't have to panic and think you're not going to get that position. But again, I want to stress this out to everyone. If you can get top 40 and you're sure of it, you're pretty sure of it, then I would definitely just concentrate on hammering this event. If you're going to struggle to get in the top 80, or you think you're going to struggle because your deck's kind of good enough but it's a bit, then you might not want to farm. You might want to try and keep yourself around it. But if you know you've got a good enough deck to be in between ranks 2 and 3, but you've got no chance of rank 1, and rank 2 is kind of hit and miss, then this is definitely a good strategy. Or if rank 3 happens to just be like an aluminium pack, for example, in some events you've got 2 ceramics and aluminium pack where there's only 100 players and this is rank 30, do this for the first day and a bit, then just put yourself up, get yourself that tier 3 and, you know, potentially tier 2 if you can, and move on. So we will do the last race here again. Should I do a win? Yeah, we'll do a win, just to hopefully win anyway, just to kind of show you how you jump up pretty quickly, and to let you see that you don't actually have to worry about your positioning now. You just want to keep an eye on the points to make sure you don't end up in a position where you are like miles away, okay? So don't put yourself in a position where you have to make up 300 points, okay? Then it's going to be difficult. The idea here is that I'm not going to be spending any gold at all. Like not a single penny of gold should be spent in this event. I should be fine to get myself up there, and if I don't, okay, I'm getting a ceramic and still an ultra rare car. You know, I obviously want to get the carbon fiber. Now, because there's a drop between an epic and an ultra rare, it does make tier 2 more lucrative and more rewarding, but the gold, the cash isn't such an issue for me. I can make up the cash difference by farming the event, and the gold is, well, yeah, I'll get a little bit extra gold as well. So that was what I wanted to show you. I thought it was a good time to show you, seeing as I am kind of farming these 2 events and coming to the end of this 90s event. So now this 90s event will be in the case of me just trying to play my matches, see if I can win, see if I can push myself up to the top 30. But my team wasn't really good enough anyway to get anywhere near the top 10. It's kind of not even really good enough for top 30. So in my opinion, I've not lost anything from doing this in this event. I should have just farmed it more regularly than I was. So if you've enjoyed this video, please let me know in the section below if it's been helpful for you. I'm going to close it off by opening a ceramic. I have done some ceramic openings off camera. I do apologise. I will come in to do another bigger opening session in the future. I'm going to try and regain my cash back up to the 1 million mark, and then do like a temple open or something. But each video I will try and bring at least 1 ceramic pack opening, even if it's a prize. And okay, nothing great there. That's been my time. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and comment in the comment section if you enjoyed what you've seen. And with that, I will be back soon when we have some more events and to show you how this farming is going for me. Take care, everyone.